Okay, so this is the Deluxe Grill and Griddle, and it has interchangeable plates, which right now I have the panini press on the top and I have the griddle on the bottom. You could do two griddles. I'm gonna make eggs and then do it like burrito style, so I'm gonna show you that. And then I have my, as you probably know from watching all of my lives, I do eat broccoli for breakfast. So I took my very fancy microwave broccoli, but I want to have a little bit of like crisp on it today. So I'm going to throw it on the griddle. I've already microwaved it, so for 5 minutes I'm going to throw it on the griddle. So I'm going to start with that because that'll take a minute or two. And then I'm going to make a shake with my Flex Plus emulsion blender. So like I said, definitely check those out. They're really great tools. Okay, so I'm going to throw a little bit of olive oil. This is super cool because you can measure it, and that's kind of one of the things that I'm watching is just to make sure that I'm not using too much oil when I'm cooking. It's really easy to take, like, especially a big pan, it's really easy to take a big pan and like put too much on it and then wonder why your weight's going up when you're eating all the right things. Is that annoying or what? Like totally completely annoying. So if you want to say hi, I would love to say hello. So we got a spatula. You know, as much as you try to grab everything ahead of time, it never happens. Okay, so then I'm just going to salt and pepper this a little bit. My kids, in our house, I try to let them choose their veggies. They just have to have a veggie. So that's kind of my mode. And recently, it has been frozen broccoli. And I was like, yeah, you can put a little bit of butter and salt and pepper on it. And they're like, no, we like it plain. I'm like, okay, let's go with that. Okay, next up, I'm going to get my eggs rolling. So I'm going to use, this is based on a suggestion yesterday that somebody had on my page, is to like heavily beat the eggs. So I'm going to use my emulsion blender to beat the eggs. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Okay, egg everywhere. Okay, so the Flex Plus system comes with an emulsion blender, which has secretly been on my list, but was kind of a frivolous purchase. So when it came part of a system, I was like, I am here for this. So this has a blender and a food processor, and it is amazing. But look at how fluffy they get, like when you add a little bit of air. Quick rinse on this so I don't spill egg all over the place. Because I'm going to use it again to use it on my protein shake, and I definitely don't want raw egg in there with it. Okay. Alright, so there are my eggs, and I think I'm just going to spray it this time. So I'm going to use my little sprayer here. Got to build up a little pressure in there. And I'm not using too much oil since I just put some oil on my broccoli. Okay, so I'm going to pour it on the griddle. See if I can make it stay where it's supposed to stay. Okay, that could be a little messy. Alright, so, and then I'm going to cook it for a minute. Rinse out my cup so I can make my shake. Cook it for a little bit with the lid down, and then I'm going to add a burrito on top of it, like before it completely cooks, because then it'll stick to it, which I love a good breakfast burrito. But I don't want everything falling out. Okay, so that gives you a good option for that. All right, so we're going to switch gears and go. Let's see where I've got this set. I'm gonna cook it a little bit from the top. Cool thing is you can adjust the width or height on the emulsion or on the Deluxe Grill and Griddle. So if you want to make paninis, you can like squash things. If you want to do something like a burger or a steak, you can raise the lid so that there's only a little bit of space, or there's some space in there so you're not squashing it. Water. I do a workout program right now that is like heavy lifting. It's a really great program, but I'm finishing these workouts and literally like picking up my phone is like a difficult task. So the Recover Shake is like a must-have right now. Okay, so let me get before I talk too much and get that all messed up. Okay, so I'm gonna put my egg in there. Let's see, this may not work today. It's being fussy. That's always good to have happen, right? All right. So let me squash this down. Broccoli will be okay. You can get a good sear on that. All right, so while that's cooking, hopefully it behaves today. I'm gonna go ahead and make my protein shake so later on I can lift my arms. So today was triceps and back. Started the program on Tuesday, and I started Monday with kind of my own workout, well, another workout from a different program, and it was like the same two muscles that ended up Tuesday. So right now I'm like just a little bit overdone right now. So the protein shake or the Recover Shake is definitely a must in my land. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Broccoli is close. Let's give it another couple seconds. All right, so I got my protein shake, and then I added a shot of collagen for hair, skin, and nails, which is always good to have. All right, going in so that I don't have chunks in my Recover Shake. I love these shakes because they're chocolate, which is great. I love chocolate like first thing in the morning, right? Like, what's wrong with that? But I don't want like the big like chunk of protein powder like right in the middle of my shake. It's like so somebody brought this to convention and was like making shakes in their room. So I'm super excited to try it. Now you do have to hold the cup down because it gives this little bit of suction at the bottom. So the first time I did it, my cup like flew up in the air, which was really great. And of course, on a semi-live video. Okay, so I'm gonna take a drink so that's the ticket. All right, let me get a spatula. So if you're just popping on and it's still August, then this is on sale for our hosts. If you host a party in August, it's on sale for $99, which is amazing. And then if you are not interested in hosting, it's $100 off. So if you shoot me a message, I can show you how to get that deal. It's amazing. So wait, I'm gonna bump. This thing gets like super hot. So right now I'm using the Griddle function, and it is 350 degrees. But it's cool because it gives me another top like to cook on, and then I just leave it out and let it chill out. And yeah, there we go. Okay, it did behave. Yay. Okay, cool. So I leave this like on the counter and let it cool down, and then I just toss the grates in the dishwasher. Like not the washing machine, but the dishwasher. But isn't that cool? Okay, so I'm gonna flip this, and I just made it into like a pretty burrito. Okay, and I like the lines to go that way. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a quick squish just so that it stays together. But the whole point in this is like on your burritos, like I love a good like breakfast burrito, but I hate it when I eat it and like everything falls out. And then I'm like, well, I should have just had a plate of all of these things because now I just have a tortilla, and then I ended up just throwing the tortilla away. So, okay, so we got some broccoli that I did in the microwave, and then I put it on the Deluxe Griddle just to get a good like kind of char on the outside. And then I did 2 eggs on the other side, cooked them a little bit, and then squashed a tortilla on it. And then I used the panini side and the griddle side, squashed it down, and then it's all stuck together. So like, check that out. Like it's a good little like sandwich for the morning. Okay, so, and then I got my Recover Shake so that I can move my arms later. So, all right, so I hope what is the carb?